great people. It's your girl Kisei here for Time Out. And I hope today finds you in great spirits, high vibrations, and a healthy body. Today is February 24th, and we are going to talk about something different today. I know there's a lot going on with everything with the president, and it's giving me a headache. I mean, of course we have to talk about it, but I just don't want to spend a lot of time on it because it's like, honestly, draining. I definitely want to take some time and talk about something else. Today we're going to talk about aging gracefully. Happy. It's not something that we're all happy about doing. I know I'm not, but I'm grateful to be growing up. I'm grateful to be getting older, but I'm just growing up. Getting older gets a little scary. So anywho, we're gonna move right along. Let's talk about our affirmation of today, and that is, I embrace every stage of my life with grace, wisdom, and confidence. I embrace every stage of my life with grace, wisdom, and confidence. And that's just what you have to do. I know, like, I sit and think about a lot of the things that I was a part of when I was younger. I would never be bothered with, you have to grow and evolve and, and just be full of grace about it, but you have to be wanting to evolve. I know some people who are my age and are the same person that they were 30 years ago. And they'll be like, I'm the same. I'll be like, well, that's not cool because you definitely want to evolve. Like, you are the same person, but you want to evolve into a better individual. And that does take some time. But one of my friends told me a while ago, she was like, just because people get older with age doesn't mean they get older mentally. Definitely something that you want to do is just keep evolving yourself when you get to this age. Make sure you're reading your books. You definitely got to make sure you're staying active, because you don't want your body to be hurting. And I know I was saying before, when I had the first surgery, I couldn't work out for about 60 days. And during those 60 days, just like laying in the bed a lot and really couldn't move. My body was hurting because my body is not used to not doing anything. Like, my body's used to getting up, going to the beach, working out. It's used to that. It wasn't, my body was aching. And I was like, this is absolutely getting old. But if you don't move your body, it will hurt you. It'll stiffen up, so to speak. So you definitely need to be making sure that you are getting up, working out. I don't care if you do a 10-minute something, but you gotta be moving your body consistently. I'm telling y'all, you have to, all right? Our intention of the day is to appreciate the present moment and honor the lessons that come with age. Let's focus on seeing aging as a privilege, not a burden. And that's what we really have to do. I'm grateful to be getting older, because I know plenty of people who didn't. My own father didn't make it to my age. I'm definitely grateful to still be here, but then you start looking like at, I don't know if y'all can see it here. Well, it's there. Y'all can't really see it here. They be automatically putting the filters on. But right here is something that I did not ever have, and it just showed up, and I was like, what is that? And then you just start to notice certain things. You start doing like this. You're like, oh my God, But I love when I get my hair freshly braided because it be snatched. Well, that's probably why y'all can't see, because my hair is still kind of new. But I love a fresh braid. I'm like, honey, tighten it up. It's definitely not a burden. And you're going to grow up. Just do what you have to do it gracefully. Just go along with it. Make sure you're eating right. This week I'm doing a Mediterranean diet. Lots of fruits, vegetables. I did the prepping for the week because it's easier. I cut up all of the vegetables. So I have peppers, 4 different kinds of peppers, onions, zucchini, cucumbers. Then I have some other stuff too. I don't have to cut that up. Like, I have like mint and parsley, but I'll do that in the midst of, setting yourself up to be graceful. Think about that girl or that guy 10 years from now. How you going to feel? You have to control that right now. I feel like I'm coming down with something. I just got over something. I did go out last week. One day, I went to the new opening of the Long Branch Library, and it is absolutely beautiful. I was telling my one friend, I just want to go to the library and hang out. Like, it's so nice. It doesn't look like a town library. It looks more like something that could be on a campus. It has a movie theater in there. It has all these little different study stations, group rooms. If you want to go in there and have a meeting with your team, you can go in there and close a door. It's really nice. I was like, okay, I want to come in here and hang out. If you are in Long Branch and you haven't had a chance to stop by there yet, go stop by the public library and see what it looks like. It's amazing. I went there and that was pretty crowded. Then I went to story time at the Long Branch Cultural Center that I didn't even know we had until the day before. I stumbled upon there and went and let me know what they're having the next day. I was like, absolutely, I'm coming back. And it was not what I was expecting. I was really expecting, I don't know, a bunch of kids. We was telling stories. I didn't know what to expect. But when I walked in, it was, all adults. And it was a panel of people, a couple of them that I knew. And they were there to tell their stories, as Black people growing up in Long Branch, evolving. And it was a really nice event. It was a really nice event. And I asked her, I'm like, do you have this all the time? And she said, depending on what the theme is of the month for the cultural center, they'll have it. So hopefully next month, they have to have it. It's Women's History Month. I'm sure she'll get some great people to come in there and talk about that. But if you are in the Long Branch area, go check out the cultural center. It's right in Long Branch. I always forget the name of that street. It's right on the corner, Broadway, and I forgot the name of the street, but Google it, the Long Branch Cultural Center. It used to be an old bank. Moving into the word of the day, longevity. A long duration of life, the ability to live a long, healthy life. Listen, when I tell y'all, I'm so blessed to have lived. Both sides of my family are great as far as the longevity of life. My mother's family, like those girls, a couple of them was 100 when they died. And the rest of them weren't far off. None of them were young. They were all 85 plus when they died. My grandmother and her sisters, all of them. Now, both my parents died young. My mom died at 58 and my dad died at 42. On my dad's side, like, my grandmother was 60 something when she died, but she had cancer. And my grandfather was sick too. My aunt Barbara, she's like the first one to pass, like, she's the first one to pass since my father. My father died in 91 and my Aunt Barbara just died a year ago. And that's a big span. My Aunt Barbara was over 80 when she passed away. And both sides, those girls are great. They have good longevity and I'm just grateful. I'm really trying to preserve the situation and take care of myself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Legit. This book I'm reading is Uncomfortable Project 369. When I tell y'all it's uncomfortable. Telling you how food affects your mental, and it all really plays a fact in how you vibrate as far as the food, and not only how you vibrate but also how long you live. You can't just eat McDonald's and think you're going to have a healthy life. You have to eat your fruit, you have to eat your water and drink your water for sure. Eat right, eat more whole healthy food. And I think, and I know this for myself, I feel like eating healthy was a burden. Like, not a burden, but it was just like, this is corny. Until I made a vegan cheesesteak, and I was like, I probably can live like this. And it was so good. After that, I was like, you know what? Eating healthy is not bad. It's really thinking of the mind. So, and now we have Chat GPT. It's a beautiful thing. I legit just typed in there, give me a week's worth of food for Mediterranean diet. Give me the meal plan, the recipe, and the grocery list. And they gave it to me. So at this point, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You either want to live and be healthy or just exist. Moving right along, current events. Let's talk about the NAACP Image Awards. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Wayans family. When I tell y'all, it was tough for me to watch the NAACP Awards because y'all, we are so dope. Our race is, I'm feeling some kind of way right now just thinking about it. They got awarded the Hall of Fame for the NAACP Hall of Fame. And when I tell y'all, I don't know why Keenan wasn't there. When I tell y'all how they spoke about him was amazing. To see them all up there. And it's a whole other generation of them that I don't even know. They are the epitome of put my people on. The epitome. The whole family acts. The siblings, the children, everybody acts. That's so amazing, so amazing. And then Dave Chappelle won the President's Award. Dave Chappelle is just so dope because he really takes his platform and he makes, I mean, it's not uncomfortable for me, but he makes it uncomfortable in a good way, a healthy uncomfortable for some people, and puts you out, excuse me, and it makes you very aware, puts you out there, and I love that about him. I do have a few of my favorite outfits that I wanted to share. Loved her outfit, and then she had those nice long nails on too. Look how sharp she look in this outfit. I love it. My girl Carrie, I loved Carrie's outfit, and she's so silly. She won for 666, yeah, and she was so excited and honored and great. And this one is like probably that worst outfit, Kamala's outfit. I don't know what I was trying to figure out. Now you've seen the first Cynthia Erivo's outfit, how it like fit her nice and stuff. I don't know what they was going for this. It's not my favorite thing, but she liked it. I was trying to figure out what they put on her. Then we got Tamron. Tamron looked really nice. I love this dress. She killed that dress. And next we have MC Lyte. MC Lyte looks so nice. MC Lyte is like a vampire. She looked like that 30 years ago. And this is Notori. I love that little dress. Oh, my girl Yolanda Adams, she came and put it down. I love her. Oh, and Jennifer Freeman beating that dress down. This is the daughter, if you guys remember, the Wife and Kids. They did a tribute to Quincy Jones. That had me in tears. Don't get it twisted. I know he was dope, but he's really dope. On the Quincy Jones playlist, when I tell you, at one point I was like, is that Frank Sinatra playing? It was Frank Sinatra playing. I was like, oh. And I probably have heard every song on the playlist. I just never knew he had something to do with it. And when I tell you, like, a lot of the music that we have heard in our lifetime, Quincy Jones has something to do with it. You heard it was produced by Quincy Jones. That's really how you live life. This is really how you take life and just do and do. He was evolving all the time. Every day he took his life as 100%, every day, and it showed. His legacy is amazing. I do have to touch on politics as much as I don't want to. It's just so much going on. So much going on. Please remember that we are having a blackout on February 28th. We don't want anybody to buy anything from any major corporations. No Amazon, no Home Depot, no Target. Do you know there was a sponsor yesterday for the NAACP Awards? I was like, what? And Walmart. I didn't know. I thought we didn't like Walmart. Anything, no Applebee's, no kind of big chain. You want to keep it very mom and pop that day. So they can see that the DEI people, because let's not act like DEI is not a call, is not an attack on people of color, of any color, other than white. Okay? So they need to really see that y'all need to be caring about us. Y'all need to be realizing that we are making a difference. And then they're so scared now because white people are becoming the minority. So they're scared. They're just trying to take over. And one time for Jasmine Crockett, carrying this whole situation on her back. she is holding people accountable. She's holding it down for us. But this is a scary situation. This is a scary situation. It was 3 different images of them doing that Nazi sign. And Elon, to me, he was just like, it is what it is. But the other 2, they was really trying to play it off. But you can see it. You can see it. And I posted it yesterday. And I said, if you agree with this, just go ahead and delete me. Now, what the right thing to do is, you would be surprised of the amount of people who don't know history. And I'm just not saying black history, period. Because black history is white history, Malaysian history, Indian history is history. But you would be surprised of the amount of people who have been misinformed about black people. Everybody's scared. I don't know what we can do other than really not shop on the 28th. I just want to be able to do something. Whatever I find out, I'm always going to share with you guys. It's scary. Like, they're really trying to wipe out people of color. Period. Finance fun fact. Did you know that investing early in retirement accounts like 401k and Roth IRA can significantly impact your financial well-being as you age? Thanks to compound interest, the earlier you start, the more you'll have later. So start planning for your golden years today. Look, when I tell y'all this is so important, because it's people that I know that don't work, that are okay with not working, or just okay with getting by, or mooching off of somebody else to exist. What are you going to do in a few years when you just can't walk around and hustle people? What are you going to do? Because I don't even know. Well, hopefully we'll still have Social Security, but like, if we do, what have you put into that? You should assume that you're going to live to be 100, and you should want to take care of yourself at 70. You should want to, on your own terms. You shouldn't be waiting for nobody else to take care of you. You shouldn't assume that anybody's going to take care of you. Handle your business, people. Make sure you have a life insurance policy. For birthday, we have Billy Zane. Happy birthday. Our horoscope lover, today's vibe is about reflection and growth. Whether you're an Aries or a Pisces, the stars are encouraging you to embrace the wisdom that comes with age. Trust every experience that has shaped you into where you are today. Please continue to, I just want to piggyback off of evolving, like growing, reflect, and grow. You don't want to be the same person you were. You don't even want to be the same person you were yesterday. You want to be better than you were yesterday. But if you're still doing the same thing and you're still in the same place, it's time for some things to change. If you're not evolving, it's time for some things to change. I'm telling y'all, that book is making me so uncomfortable. I love it, but you have to make sure you're evolving. You're being a better person than you were. Make sure you're reflecting and evolving. LeBron continues to defy expectations, proving his age is just a number. At 39, he's dominating the court and inspiring athletes of all ages to prioritize health and longevity. So again, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I know at that age, well, it's super young to us, but I know in basketball, like, that's old. 39, he's been there forever and still killing it. So good for him. Good for him. All right. Health fun fact, how about that? Did you know that regular physical activity can slow down the aging process? Studies show that staying active helps maintain muscle mass, bone density, and cognitive function as you age. So get moving and keep your body and mind strong. I can't. So this is what I do. Since I can't really do anything too much now because my foot is still healing, I just have my yoga mat out, and I'll just it's just sitting down. I'll just get out and just get on there and just at any random times do some bicycles, some leg scissors, just something. to keep my body moving. Older people hurt because you're not moving, and don't settle for that. Don't settle for hurting, and don't go take aspirin, because more than likely you could just stretch and you'll feel better. And an aspirin is just really hiding what the real issue is. So get up and move your body. You'll be surprised. Today's fun fact is about Miss Harriet Tubman. Known for her courageous work on the Underground Railroad, she continued her activism well into her later years. Even in her 70s, she was a fierce advocate for civil rights, proving that age is no barrier to making a difference. Doesn't matter. She was older. She was still, let's go. All right. So I hear people like my age, to myself, I'm old. I'm 49. I'm not old. You're only as old as you feel. And I feel like some people just are just like wanting to be old. But listen, you can still be old and be dope and, still be about something, still be about moving and elevating and stuff like that. I feel like some people just get old and it's like, oh, woe is me. I was chit-chatting with one of the family members, one of our family friends on Facebook, and I was like, how's your mom? I feel like she's definitely almost 100 if she's not. But I'm telling you, this lady was still driving around like 90, like 92, driving herself around in church, hopping up, giving hugs. And I really think now they just have her. She said she's still hanging, she's good. She still cooks a little bit. She has her full mind. And listen, that's what I'm trying to do when I grow up. Like, I'm trying to grow up gracefully so I can still be older and not be a burden, keep my mind together, just live life. You only get this one time. Take care of the body that you have. Your body is like a car. And just like you get regular tune-ups, you need to tune your body up. But your tune-ups are every 2,000 miles. You need to do a tune-up on this car every day. Get your massages. Work out. You have to take care of your body. You only have one. It hurts my feelings when I hear people say, oh, that's just too much. Oh, I'm not. Like, yesterday when I was in the grocery store, I was like, these cost a lot. You eat so healthy. Like, it's an investment. It's an investment in myself. Not only do I eat healthy, but I feel good. People can't believe how old I am. Like I said, I have good genes on both sides, but it's because I take care of myself too. I've always took care of myself. I've always worked out. I always eat right, don't eat right, but for the most part, I take care of my body. And you have to. You have to if you want to grow up. So, health tip of the day is to prioritize sleep. Quality sleep is essential for overall well-being and can help slow down the aging process. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to support your body's natural repair process. Now, I'm not even going to lie. This I have a problem with because, I'm usually up to at least 12. Like last night, I was up to like 1:30 working. Like I had to tell myself, girl, you got to lay down. You got to be up to, to be here. So I was ready, and I woke up late today. I didn't get up till 6, and that's not what I do. But I'm gonna really start trying to go to bed at 10. To get up at 5, because I'm gonna get up at 5 anyway. But I still need the proper rest. So I'm trying to get better with my time management, and it's hard for me too, because I'll get caught up in something and go down a spiral and be there like, oh my God, and so, and before you know it, I'm like, oh wow. So I'm trying to get better with time management and staying focused on the higher priorities instead of like yesterday when I was getting the stuff together for the NAACP awards. Of course, I just looking at Cynthia. I'm like, who is her mate? Looking at that, and then some of these girls I just didn't know who they were, so I was just like looking them up too. Like, who are they? So that kind of went down a rabbit hole, but it is what it is. But make sure you're getting your sleep. And you can say you don't want to, but, I don't have, you have to make time for it. Because what if your body tell you, I don't have time for you, and you're done out here? So make sure you are taking time to take care of yourself. All right? Make sure. All right, so let's talk about our main topic, and that's aging gracefully. Growing old is a natural part of life, but how we age is often in our control. And I mean that. Like, it's definitely in our control. Like, I wish I had a video. I didn't have a video clip of this. I wish I did though. Of like the vegan who's like 80 years old. And when I tell y'all, if I could look like that, and I could not call myself a sometimitarian. I don't know if I could ever get to the point, even when I have a chef, I don't know if I could ever get to the point of just like eating. Like, I was looking at somebody yesterday, this girl, she was a raw vegan. She lost like 40 pounds in a couple months, but she got diagnosed with cancer, and then after that she was like, because a lot of times cancer is really based off food and stuff like that. So she said when she got diagnosed, she became a raw vegan. Of course, it disappeared, but she lost like 30 pounds and she's never felt better. So you're in control of it. Like, you have to really think about how you want to feel. Think about how you want to feel. Eating your fruit, you're eating like kiwi, mangoes, oranges. Those are really great for your skin and keeping you firm. Watermelon is really good to hydrate your body. Like, you really have to dive in, explore eating healthy. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, I thought at one time I really thought eating healthy was like eating cardboard, and it's so not. I have a good time eating these funny foods, this fun food that I make. All right. So you definitely, it's really up to you. You got to make sure you're maintaining a healthy lifestyle. You can't be abusing your body. You can't just be drinking and smoking every day and thinking that that's not going to put an effect on your body later on. Like that instant gratification situation, you got to watch that, because that, if you keep doing that every day, like, you think if you keep smoking, your lungs aren't going to be mad at you. You keep drinking, your liver's going to be mad at you. So you just got to really think about the things that you are putting in your car. Think of your body as your car. Are you putting good gas in your car? Making sure you're not, make sure you're nurturing meaningful relationships and embracing the wisdom with the experience. And when I say that, like, you'd be surprised of, like, I know I have a friend that's been in a relationship for about 20 years and they're miserable. They talk all the time about how miserable they are. And I'm just like, you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. But it's stress, it's drama, it's abuse. That's all affecting your car. All of it. So you have to be careful. And I don't care if they're family. Family is just somebody who is a person that happens to be related to you. You have to watch how you handle your mental space. And if that means cutting off certain distractions or certain things that's just going to, disrupt your frequency, be okay with not being around it. Be okay with that. And pay attention. Like, you don't have to be bothered with something just because they are. Like, I used to always tell people, well, you can't be like that. That's your mother. And, I stopped that when somebody gave me a story, and I couldn't believe that their mother had treated them like that. But I was like, I never said it after that. So I'm very, 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 very into protecting my space by any means. I don't care who it is. I don't care. So you have to think about that. Because like I said, all that stuff wears on you. All that stuff wears on you. So it's really all about physical health. You're staying active, eating your balanced diet, make sure you're getting sleep. Regular exercise really helps to maintain the flexibility and energy levels. I'm telling y'all, like, I can't explain the difference in working out and not working out. And a lot of times we get in our own way. We think of working out as dreadful. Working out is your good girlfriend. It's your good girlfriend. And, it's so many things out here now that you can have fun with working out. Zumba, regular dancing, but you have to move your body. You have to. You got to make sure you're staying flexible. You got to make sure you are working out. And, that also helps with your energy. Sometimes people are like, I'm tired. You're tired because you got up and drank soda or coffee and you just didn't work out. You got up, you drank soda, coffee, went to McDonald's, got that breakfast. Then at lunch, you ordered some Chinese food, then came home and made like some hamburger helper. You absolutely feel terrible. you don't feel good, So make sure you're eating right. Make sure you have to. And if you're starting now, it's never too late to start, period. But start now. You gotta make sure your mental health is right. Like, I have these apps I have a few different apps. I have one that's called Skillsta. I love it. It's like they're learning. That this one, Skillsta, I think that's what it's called. That one helps you, like right now, we're managing difficult people, helping you how to manage difficult people, being better management. Then I have another one that just like, basic comprehension, keeping your math, your English, keep your brain moving, reading. I have another one on there, Headway. I have a few different apps on there just for my own evolution. And I have those with me. So if I'm out during the day, I could just pop them in, pop it up and just do it wherever I'm, if I'm waiting for somewhere. And then I have my own set of books that I read at night, in the morning. But you got to keep your mental sharp, learning new skills, reading, staying socially connected. You have to. And when I tell you the best thing that I have done is practice mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness, so mindful is if I'm reading and I start drifting off and I bring myself back. You got to be mindful of what you're doing. Like last week, this is one of the things that book teaches you about too, a lot of mindfulness. Last week when you got to stay in the moment. Be mindful to stay in the moment. Because this is all that really matters. Right here, right now. Yesterday, next month, right here, right now is what matters. But I was there last week and I had to catch myself like, so what's that man talking about? Because what you talking about here don't matter. Right here, right now, stay mindful in the moment. And I was happy I put my phone down because I really was learning some stuff. So being mindful also helps you with your stressors. That book also helps you to recognize when certain emotions are coming up, and we have to understand that our emotions don't make us, but they can. If you're stressed out, name that emotion. Okay, here comes stress, girl. Bye, because you are not me. This morning when I was this platform that I do the podcast on, they was having some issues. Like, I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to share, but they was having some issues, and I was like, okay, girl, here comes frustration, aggravation, and impatience coming. And I was like, yeah, girl, you can't let this thing get you upset. So you have to be mindful, stay in the moment. Emotional well-being. When I tell you guys, I hear people complain all the time about dumb shit. Okay? Dumb stuff. And I'll be like, you need to be a little bit more grateful. Be grateful that you woke up this morning in your right mind with being able to move your body in your house with food to eat. That right there is enough for you to take on the day and be happy. Because somebody didn't wake up. Somebody woke up and can't move their body. Somebody in these millions of people. And it didn't happen for somebody. So stay in a moment, and I'm telling you, if you cultivate a gratitude mindset, life gets a lot better. Nurture your passions. Make sure you are, I just dug back into and pulling my art stuff out because I want to start painting again. So make sure you are using your brain and, keep it moving. And surround yourself with positive influences. Surround yourself with people who are trying to evolve and grow just like you are, Like, take a step back. I was listening to something yesterday. Take a step back. Like, you have to really realize who you surround yourself with, because who you surround yourself with is how you're going to be. So if everybody around you is broke, plan on being broke. If everybody's around you is, elevating, getting money, that's what you're going to do, because you're going to want to step up and be like these people. So make sure you are really surrounding yourself with positive influences. And self-care is essential for every age, all right? Every age. Skincare, the best thing you do for your skincare is make sure you are using that SPF from that sun. Make sure you're using the SPF. I'm going away next month. a lot of times, like when I'm at the beach, when I'm here in New Jersey at the beach and Long Branch watching the sunrise, like I'll go watch the sunrise, and do my workout, do my yoga and stuff on the beach. I don't wear SPF then because, for one, it takes our melanated skin about 40 minutes to really receive the vitamin D. So in that time in the morning, the weather, the sun is not that strong either. So I don't wear SPF then now. But if we're gonna go out to the beach, like if I'm gonna go out later on in the day to the beach, I'm absolutely wearing an SPF because that sun is at high noon or whatever, from like 11 to 3. That's when it's the strongest. So you definitely want to make sure you're respecting it and putting some SPF on, because you will burn. You will burn. So make sure you are definitely using your SPF. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Like I said, eating your watermelon and stuff like that. Use products that support your skin health, like fruit. Also, but for the products, you want to make sure you're using like retinol to help you stay nice and firm, hyaluronic acid to help you stay nice and hydrated, squalene oil to make you stay hydrated. That's more moisturizing. But you make sure you're taking stuff that, you're using stuff that really is going to help you age gracefully. And one thing I want you to keep in mind about your skincare products too. Think of your skincare as just like clothing. So you can't have a whole lot of skincare of Shein. Shein is super affordable. Okay? So you want to make sure you at least have, if you're going to have some Shein, have a little bit of Dolce & Gabbana, a little bit of Zara. You want to mix it up. And you definitely, the concentration matters, because people say, they can market and say, this has retinol. And it can have this much retinol and that much stuff. And that's the difference between the skincare brands. More concentrated stuff. So make sure you're just not using some random stuff. Just be using it. Make sure you're exfoliating too, so all your stuff can work properly. But just make sure you're taking care of yourself so you can do your best. Just try, and it's like, break the stigma of growing old. Society really often places too much emphasis on the youth, but every stage has its own beauty and value. I was telling these little girls, I said, life don't get dope till you're 40. To me, because I feel like my 20s, I spent what I thought was having fun, wasting time. In my 30s is when I was repairing what I did in my 20s. And then when I got to 40, it was like, okay, like, I have money saved, I can vacation, I have a home, it's like, to me, you're trying to figure it out. And so, don't get me wrong, some people figure it out at 22, but a lot of us don't, and it's okay. It's okay. As long as you have the mind frame to evolve, everything is all good, So you just want to celebrate the journey of growth, wisdom, and self-discovery, because you are definitely going to learn yourself more and more every day. I was chit-chatting with one of my cousins online yesterday, and she was like, she was talking about buying a house. And, she had her questions, and I was like, listen, going into your next phase can be scary and fun, but you got to evolve. And she has 3 kids. I said, girl, you got 3 kids. You can handle anything. Okay? You can handle anything. So just make sure you're not getting caught up in being scared, and because you got to grow. You got to grow. So whether you're in your 30s, your 50s, or beyond, embrace where you are right now. Take care of yourself. Stay curious. Keep chasing your dreams. I don't care how old you are. Keep chasing your dreams. Like, one of my goals, and I keep it to myself because, to me, it's like, you plant your seed and you got to let it grow. But one of my dreams is like, it's either it's going to happen, or I'm going to die trying, making it happen. So keep chasing. You're never too old to evolve and be better. Never, ever, ever, ever. It's the best. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So that's about it for me today. I'm going to please like and subscribe, guys. Please, 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 please like. So the reason why we need, for us podcasters, we need for you guys to like the videos is because it gets into the algorithm, and when you type in there, it gets into the algorithm. Now, I'm still in my very premature stages of podcasting, and again, you gotta think of it like a plant. You know, like this plant that y'all see right here. This is actually a tree, and we carried this tree home when it was this big when we got that tree. We carried it home. I was 5 years old. I remember like it was yesterday. And now she's this big. We've had her, I'm 49, so we've had her since I was 5. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be patient and just be willing to evolve, and you'll see, as long as you're doing what you're doing on this side, the universe has no choice but to help, but to add to it. Make sure you're manifesting. I'm telling y'all, I'm a big manifester, but after reading this book, I have been manifesting all wrong. When I tell y'all can manifest anything you want, but you really gotta put your mind to it. Like, you really can, and you gotta believe it. Some people are just really okay with being basic. And listen, well, we're not basic people. We're not basic individuals. We are not. So, but some people just don't understand how to evolve. You know, keep reading, but make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting on the videos, please and please and please. So my video that I did last week with my Uncle Big, one time for my Uncle Big. It was his birthday too, and yesterday was my Uncle Vinny's birthday. Let me get him some shout out. Let me get him some shout out. Uncle Big is on the 1st, and then Uncle Vinny is on the 23rd. So one time for my uncles. But last week I had my uncle on here. We were talking about the history of Long Branch, and his video is by far the highest that I have. It's 100 views, but listen, I see it coming. I already know what's gonna happen. So I am so grateful that you guys are watching, and we got so much other stuff coming up. I have my cousin coming this weekend. We're gonna do a taping. He's coming down. He's the youngest member of the NAACP in Pennsylvania. He might be the youngest member to be in charge of the NAACP. I'm not sure, but he'll clarify that. We have that, and then me and Uncle Big will be back. We're gonna be talking about the Lady Legends of Long Branch for Women History Month. My aunties, I would love for them to come on here, but my one main aunt, I would really love to come on here, my Aunt Joni. One time for my Aunt Joni. She would actually be the male version of Uncle Big. So if y'all seen Uncle Big last week, dropping all that history, I promise y'all, he was sitting here, I was looking at him like, and he's always dropping history on me, but last week, I promise y'all, everything that he was sharing, like 90% of stuff I had never heard before. And I was so mad, because I was like, I'm going to start doing this. I want to start like having a video going while I'm setting up and talking to the guests, because that's when he came in here and he was like, "You heard of Madam C.J. Walker?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was just like, I didn't learn about her in school. And he was like, "Yeah, you know about her daughter?" I was like, "Yeah, her daughter, Aaliyah, she didn't hold it down like she was supposed to, whatever. She died on Lippincott Avenue." What? Lippincott Avenue is right around the corner from my house. It's the next street over. No, it's a little street, and then Lippincott. So you got my street, this little street, and then Lippincott. Right around the corner. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where that phone is in there. But, so we'll be back dropping great knowledge on the Legends of Long Branch. I have some other stuff too. I'm waiting to hear back from some other people. So hopefully we'll have an action pack. We will have an action pack, because it's going to be action pack regardless. But guys, please make sure you are liking the content. And I've been in the lab, y'all, so y'all gonna see a lot of different stuff. Like, my homeboy put me on to something last night. I was like, yo, you just really opened a whole can of worms that I love. So stay tuned. I'm evolving every day with my craft, and I'm so excited to. I got some body butters over there cooking up that we're gonna talk about. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Please make sure you like and comment on this podcast. Y'all have a great day. I'll holla. Peace out.